Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Broken Brian. And we've got an exclusive news from Big Freaking Robot that Tom Cruise is going to be remaking a vintage Clint Eastwood movie called The Gauntlet. This was made back in 1977 and one of the first few movies that Clint Eastwood actually directed. And the whole, I don't think this was the first one, but this is the one that kind of kicked off the whole Police-Escort storyline that we've seen many, many times over. There's dozens of movies. You can probably think of one off the top of your head, like Mercury Rising. Was it Bulletproof? Not Bulletproof. The one with Damon Wayans and Adam Sandler? No, I forget. But it's a common theme that a cop has got to get a prisoner back to another district or police station or something like that, and everyone is trying all the people that are trying to stop them, or there's lots of shootouts and things like that. This is where this comes from, is from the Gauntlet. Now, I'm kind of against remakes, but this does have one thing going for it, and that's it's been nearly 50 years since this movie has been made. So, yes, okay, I would be okay with a remake of a 50-year-old movie if the storyline hasn't been done 1,000 times. I mean, it's just kind of unoriginal. Yay, look, we're remaking a movie that's been remade and spoofed and redone hundreds of times over the years. So it's kind of like, okay, why? Who knows? But it's going to be starring Tom Cruise and who's the director again? Uh, Christopher McQuarrie. Uh, he did the last few Mission Impossible movies with Tom Cruise and Jack Reacher, so they've been working well together. So it's probably going to be a highly action-packed, very chaotic fight scenes, gun battle scenes that that we would expect from something like The Gauntlet and something from Mission Impossible. So it could be a good movie, but it's not going to be a great movie. I can't even think of a remake that I thought, yes, this was well done and better than the original. Even a movie that's 50 years old and being remade, that just seems kind of like laziness, personally. We couldn't come up with anything new, but Tom Cruise signed a new 4-picture or 5-picture deal with Warner Brothers. I'm trying to think. I knew it said it somewhere. I can't find it now. I can't seem to find the article, but this is like a 4 or 5 movie deal with Tom Cruise and Warner Brothers. And The Gauntlet is one that I honestly haven't seen. I've seen a lot of Clint Eastwood movies, but this is just one I haven't seen. And it came out to mixed reviews. And honestly, I mean, you gotta love the classic 70s style movie posters. They're just gorgeous. I mean, look at that. That is just art. Just the movie posters were almost always better than the movies themselves. They paid someone to draw and create these fantastic movie posters, not digital, not AI. These were hand drawn posters, and these are just great. I do love the old style movie posters. They're just wonderful. And you know, it's gonna be an okay movie, but it's not something that's gonna be like, oh, okay. I think when it comes out, it's gonna be like there's gonna be people like, ooh, I remember that. The old boomers are gonna be like, yeah, I remember that movie. And then some people are like, oh, well, it's a Tom Cruise movie. I'll go see it. And some people will be like, this looks like the same thing I've seen 100 times, so I'm not gonna go see it. So that's why I think it'll probably do okay. It won't be a blockbuster or something like Mission Impossible but it'll do okay. I just think that if you're going to do a major project, do something new or continue something that's already been started. Don't go digging in the archives of Warner Brothers Studios to find something to remake. That's just lazy. And honestly, even though I haven't seen it, I can't think of a Clint Eastwood movie that would benefit being remade. I mean, Clint Eastwood is so iconic in his roles and his acting that it's just kind of like, no, don't redo it. Don't. But here we are, and we'll just have to see when it comes out. But honestly, I'm just kind of meh, not really thrilled about it, but it's coming. So here we are. I'm just thinking this will be something that we'll look back on after it comes out like it's okay. But there's always the chance this just gets stuck in a developmental nightmare and never makes it to the light of day, which would also make me very happy because I'm tired of remakes. I mean, you could give me an okay movie with a new story plot or storyline, and I'll go see it. But if it's the same thing I've seen over and over again, no. I mean, the only thing that's going to probably boost this, if they do something to make the battles, the fight scenes, the gunfight scenes look similar or the feel of like John Wick that are just super heavy, super chaotic, that's the only thing I think will make it a draw to most people. But still, it's a remake. Who cares, honestly? But here we are in the I don't know, what do you call this? The new millennia of remakes and reboots. So here's another one coming, starring Tom Cruise. So what would you do? Would you go see it? I'll probably see it when it hits streaming just for fun. Just be like, oh, this is kind of fun, but I'm probably not going to go see it in theaters. There's just something, a remake rarely ever gets me to go to the theater unless it's, I don't think I've ever gone to go see a remake in a theater, to be honest with you, except Dune. That's probably the one exception. So we'll just have to see when it comes out. Give me your thoughts and your opinions below. And as always, my friends, I love you all, and there's nothing you can do about it.